Santosh Padhi, or Paddy as we know him, is the renowned creative leader and former Weiden+Kennedy India executive and co-founder of Taproot, has now launched a new independent creative agency called Into Creative. Into Creative is co-founded by Aisha Ghosh, who will serve as a CEO, along with 4 other advertising professionals. To tell us more about this, we are joined in by Paddy, who's telling us more about this new outfit, the current state of advertising business and more. Paddy, welcome to CNBC TV 18.
Thank you, Shibani.
So, Paddy, first up, what motivated you to start Into Creative?
Somehow I still feel I'm not old enough to retire or just go on some island and just have a blast. So I still feel that the industry needs me. I want the industry because it gives you a certain amount of joy. And as we know, like we runners get some joy out of running. Similarly, I think this was my first love, and I get a lot of joy when you get involved and dirty your hand doing some great brand work. And somehow I feel if I don't do that, I mean, after my exit of Dentsu, for those 6 months, I really suffocated and I just felt I can't survive, at least now, without any work.
Okay.
So the work really called me, and that's why I'm back into action.
Yeah, your exit from Dentsu, we'll get to that. But then in between, you were a part of Weiden+Kennedy, which I also mentioned. And that was like a brief span, considering your history with, like agencies where you have had a long tenure in the respective agencies, Paddy. The decision, as I mentioned, shocked us. Tell us more. How do you reflect upon that exit?
See, I was all set after my 6 months of exit clause post Dentsu exit. I was about to start my agency. In fact, I had spoken to a few guys and they were already on board. And unfortunately, I got a call. Fortunately, unfortunately, I got a call from Weiden Global guys and said, here is an offer. We want some creative head for Delhi and also for Bombay. We want somebody to head India creative product. So will you be interested? And honestly, I think Weiden and David has been my mentor in terms of looking at their work, that kind of mentor. I've always worshipped their work, BBH work and Droga 5's work. And somehow I got this feeling saying, let me work for these guys because they're known for a wonderful creative culture. And that's what made me say no to those other co-founders. And I requested them saying, we can always start this after some time if I fail in this. And unfortunately, Weiden didn't take off. I think despite we did everything right, they were a loss-making company when I came on board. I can say this now. And first year it was break-even. Second year it was 18% profit. 20 crores top line. I think they have never met these numbers in India. It was all going fine. And unfortunately, I think none of the global brands were coming to India. That's where they pulled it out. And it was a peaceful departure. And obviously, I can't sit at home. So this is what now I'm into.
Paddy, your journey in advertising has been a roller coaster one, from working for big networks to starting your own, Tell us more, considering how this business is a people's business. What are your learnings, about the culture that you want to cultivate within this new outfit that you are launching right now? What is the talent? What is the kind of talent that you would want to attract? What is the culture that this agency will have?
Superb question. Because, see, I think slowly from people's business, it's becoming into a commodity business. It's becoming a machine business. It's becoming an AI business. Absolutely wrong. Till you talk to consumers, till you talk to human being, there has to be a human aspect, a human understanding and a human push. And unfortunately, people have been asked to work like machines, which is absolutely wrong, especially in creative business. That doesn't work. You need to be creative enough, you need to inspire people, you need to get the best out of them. I think somehow small independent agencies are doing well because they have decided to put a guardrail or bar or what kind of rigorous push they want to do it. Unfortunately, a lot of big network agencies are under a lot of pressure to deliver. They have a lot of good talented people. But if you bulldoze with 8 campaigns for a week, that person is going to die. He'll do average work. So somehow the Indian advertising culture, the creative culture, which was wonderful maybe 8-10 years back, has taken a big time beating with a lot of brands and opportunities and platform. And we have attracted a lot of talents then. Suddenly now people are becoming scared because people are not being treated as people. That's an unfortunate part of our industry. And because I have seen the advantages of being independent and the advantages of giving wings to people and allowing them to do what they are good at, I'm just going to focus on that.
Yeah.
We are all wonderful, diverse people into creative. And we are going to focus on our strength. Each of us are going to champion each of our respective verticals. And whenever there is a need, we'll come together to do the big things.
Yeah.
So we are going to be a people's agency.
You know, this industry has also seen a lot of integration over the past. Integration has been the key word over the past couple of years. Also, as you mentioned, creatives being bulldozed by work has led into many of the creative forces that were there with these glorious agency brands starting their own. We've seen a lot of cropping up of independents over the past couple of years. So what are some of the challenges that you see or foresee going forward in this industry, Indian advertising industry, with so many independents coming in, which are established by, you know, like these yesteryears or, you know, even the star creative directors over the past many years?
See, I think you need to find a space for yourself. It comes from who you are, what you are great at, or what you are good at. And is there a vacuum for you in today's world to do that difference? So if you find that spot for yourself, I think it's going to be a seamless journey for you. I can't be getting into this industry to do what you are doing. If I'm not as good as you in that particular segment, I'm going to be a disaster. So find your niche, find yourself in the industry and do what you're good at so that it becomes great for brands. So I think somehow if that formula gets implemented, and my observation is that people who have got that right, they have got little form in the industry. There are still some independent agencies who are struggling for last 5, 8, 10 years because they want to do, aaj main ye karta hu, today I want to do this. Okay, that guy is successful, let me try and do this model. Are you capable of doing that model? If no, please let it go. Do what you are good at. Tomorrow, Bumrah can't be an opener batsman. He has become the world's best bowler because he just focused on that. He kept doing that for years. So that's how it is. I think whatever you're good at, just make it great.
Wonderful. Finally, before we go, given your vast experience in the creative business and advertising industry, what are some of the tips that you would like to give to a young creative professional entering this business?
I think very importantly, be eclectic, be experimental, have patience because it's not like whatever client wants in the first go itself, it'll get cracked. So have patience. And why I said experiment, because today people have stopped experimenting. They just are doing what others are doing, or some of the great brands have done it in the past.
So be willing to fail also while you experiment.
Absolutely. I think sometime it will be 2 + 2 will be 8, sometime it will be 2, sometime it will be -2. So be ready for that. People don't have patience. People don't have nag of experimenting. And second, be human. I think people are just, every brief they get into a machine to find an idea into it. It's not. Go, visit, meet people, meet consumers, interact with them. That's where the exact problem will come out. And then use your creative talent to solve this problem.
Correct.
So definitely youngsters need to learn these 3-4 things which are absolutely essential for our industry.
Thank you so much, Paddy. Thanks for joining us,
Pleasure.
and thank you for your insights, and congratulations on launching
Thank
into
you so much.
creative. It is time for a short break. On the other side, we have Myntra's Chief Marketing Officer, Sundar Balasubramanian, discussing the strategies Myntra is implementing to engage with the Gen Zs.